on today's episode,
Well,
Mac has some things to add.
gather around. We have a Valentine's Day story.
We're leaving the ghosts behind.
It's our first Valentine's Day as a married couple.
Yeah.
So it was our first Valentine's Day.
So high stakes.
High stakes in Chicago. We wanted to be like,
We want to be like, this is
awesome,
great.
like-
This was a great holiday. The story starts a couple days before Valentine's Day. I was in a band. We were playing a lot. So, we were always like really busy, really tired, blah, blah, blah. So right before Valentine's Day, one morning we came out to our car being totally wrecked. Parked, front end was just like crushed. So
so we had
our car was damaged, but it was drivable. So the insurance company, like, we didn't get a rental or anything, and we had to kind of wait for it to get in for repairs until then. Since we could drive it, we drove it. But one of the side effects was that the passenger door didn't open. So just
the
prepping.
the whole hood was crunched.
So already for Valentine's Day, it was nice. Like, we had just got, I think it was a Mazda 3. Mm-hmm. It was like our first. It wasn't
Mazda?
our first new car, but we wrecked our first new car and had to get another new car. So we got the same new car, but it was like a year newer. So it was a nice car. It was our first nice car.
First nice
You know what I
car.
mean, really?
My first new car.
Yeah.
So yes, this car is crunched in the front. You can barely see over the hood. My door wouldn't open.
Yeah. The hood's crinkled. Her door wouldn't open. And that's just setting us up for. I mean, what a great ride for date night. You know what I mean? So we're already in really great shape.
Yeah. So I'm an assistant at this point. I'm working PAing. I'm working for a photographer a couple days a week.
I'm in a mailroom at a tech company.
Yeah.
A job I had just started.
Yeah.
Not even been there a year.
Our budget was low.
Yeah.
It was.
But our
it was
expectations weren't.
No. Your expectations.
Our expectations were way up here, but our budget was more like expectations should have been down here.
Yeah. So.
But we did a lot of things that were really good. Like you were assistant at the time, but your boss had given you a gift card.
I got
to Joe's Seafood.
Joe Stone Crab.
Joe Stone Crab. Yeah. Which is a amazing seafood restaurant downtown in Chicago.
Guys. Mac is like all over the place. Normally he's super chill. He just wants to.
So we were like, okay, awesome.
Oh, yeah. So,
great dinner. We can,
Yeah, we were like, well, use this gift card.
Yeah, we use this gift card.
And we're going to go to a fancy dinner.
So far, we spent no money, right? So gift card, that's great.
We pre-gamed at...
What was that, Mac?
It was the Moon...
I forget what it was.
Anyways, we went to this place. We did like a you wanted to do... like a happy hour and an appetizer, and then we were going to go to the movies.
Right.
So we go to the one place, and we have to get in and out of this terrible car, and I have to go out the passenger side.
But wait. We were going to... Oh, that's the thing. I was like, okay, back to the budget thing. This is what kind of set out the tone, is that I was like, Chris, I'm going to take you shopping.
No, it's after we did the appetizer,
so
you took me to...
I was like, we're going to go shopping. And you're like, you can't take me shopping. You're like, we have no money. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, we have a deductible we have to pay for this car that's damaged. She's right. It was I think it was a $500 deductible or something that we were on the hook for. And then dinner. She's like, we don't have any money to go shopping. She's like, you're crazy. And I'm like, whatever, fine. So we were kind of I was kind of angry, I think, with her a little bit. That she was basically going, no... to my plans. She was like, no, we can't do that. So she's shutting down my plans for the perfect evening. So I'm like, why even try? But anyways, so so we're kind of fighting a little bit. We're a little bit fighting after the apps.
We're a lot of it fighting.
Yeah, a lot of it.
We're
actually.
in the car and
so
in a parking garage
downtown
River
North.
And so we were gonna go shopping and then to the movies.
I think we were going to the AMC 600 that's down there off Michigan Avenue.
We fought so long in the car.
Yeah, we fought so long in the car that we were late to the movie that we already bought the tickets for.
After the awesome shopping spree that you wanted us to go on.
Right, and after, or I think at that time, they weren't assigned seats in theaters.
Definitely not.
It was still...
definitely not.
You still just bought a ticket and then showed up and hope you got a good seat. So when we got there late, the movie had already started. I think we missed all the previews or whatever.
Oh, definitely.
We were fighting
in the middle of it.
Because we were fighting in the car. But anyways... Back up, getting out of the car, we're fighting, we're angry. I get out, I totally forget that the car door doesn't open, Kristen's side. So she has to climb over to get out my side. I forget this. I slam the car door because I'm mad. Her hand is in the car door. So I basically crush her hand. It's like bent like this, and she's like, "Oh, I'm fine," or whatever. You know what I mean? I could tell she's like, she's probably holding back tears. It probably hurts like so bad.
Sure, I was like,
but she's trying so hard to just like, at this point, like we should have gone home. Like should have gone home. Like that was like, let's just call it, go home.
We bought the tickets and we were like, we're going.
We bought the tickets.
We're not gonna not spend the money.
But then again, so I slammed her hand on the door.
We're not gonna not spend it. Like we already spent the money.
Obviously, I feel terrible. I'm pretty sure at that point we're not really like fighting anymore. Like, because now it's like
we're just trying to get by.
We're just at this point we're just trying to get through the night. So the night has barely begun and we're already just trying to get through it. So. Yeah, so then we go to the movie, and there's no seats left. The only 2 seats left together in the very front row. We get there, front seat, blah, 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 whatever. I forget what movie we were seeing, but it wasn't very good.
No, it was cute. It was a rom-com.
I get a really bad headache from sitting so close to the screen. Really bad headache, like migraine. So we, all of a sudden, before we go to hit up our dinner reservations at Joe's, we are all of a sudden looking for a place to grab headache medicine. So we grabbed something at like a Whole Foods or something downtown.
No, I think it was Dominic's.
Maybe it was.
I mean, that's a really important key.
Well, I mean, that was Dominic's before Mariano's. It probably was a Dominic's.
It was Dominic's.
But so we stop. I grab something. I take a couple whatever Tylenol extra things for my head. We go to Joe's. We grab a drink while we wait for our table, and we have, I don't know, probably a martini or something stupid and fancy.
I don't even know. I don't remember that part. I just remember getting seated.
Well, I remember we got there. They're like, do you want a drink while you wait for your table? I was like, yeah. So we got something. We stood there and got something in that entry, that little room, the bar room they have before you go in. So then they came and got us when we got our drink. We got seated, whatever. We order appetizer, get some crab legs. You know what I'm saying? Sounds delicious. Order our food.
Yeah.
They leave. Crab legs come out. We're hanging out. All of a sudden, I get
so sick.
I get really, really nauseous. Like so nauseous. So nauseous, like immediately, to the fact that I grabbed the crab leg, like the shell bowl that they had put on the table, and just on my lap immediately just start throwing up into it. And I'm just like, I look up at Chris and I'm like, what's happening to me?
I'm not quite sure what's happening.
She doesn't know.
I'm
She's
mortified.
like, what's happening? I'm looking around, make sure no one's looking while I'm still trying to puke into the shell bowl.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm not going to put the shells in that bowl now.
Obviously. So I'm like, holy, whatever. What do I have to get out of here. Right, so then I have no idea where the bathroom is, but I'm holding the bowl that I'm puking. No, I left it at the table.
You left it.
Oh, I'm terrible. I left the bowl of puke at the table.
Yes, you did, and I will explain that part after.
But I shouldn't have. I should have brought it because on my way looking for a bathroom, I got to the bathroom door, but as my arm went out to hit the door to open it, just projectile. I puke all over that bathroom door. I hit that door, I spray it. It's like, blah, it's like... So I hit the door open, I'm puking on the door. I try to go into the bathroom stall. There's a person washing their hands in the sink, and they're just like, oh my God, because they can see me when I walk in. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not doing well at this point. Like, I'm not doing well. At the time, I was also probably dressed like a hipster, emo, scenester kid. I had like probably the swoopy hair. I might have been wearing a vest with a tie or like a cardigan with a tie.
Definitely. You had like the zip up.
I might have had a mohawk or something going on. I don't even know. So all of this is even made worse by how my appearance of myself at the time maybe. But anyway, so I'm in the bathroom. This guy's like mortified. He leaves as fast as he can. There's someone in the bathroom stall, so I can't get in the stall. Someone's in the urinal, but the guy had just left the sink. So my only option, because it was a small bathroom, was to head to the sink. So I head to the sink. I start filling up the sink. It's on the mirror. The guy comes out of the stall and he wants to wash his hands, but obviously he realizes that that's not going to happen because it's just not a clean area anymore. So he finally gets out of the stall and I'm like, great. So I head into the stall. I'm in the stall, and let's just say that I got comfy there. Like, I wasn't leaving.
You parked it. You were there for...
I was so nauseous. I couldn't move. Like, I couldn't move. The view from in there, you can tell me everything that happened on the outside next, but, like, for me, time slowed down. I sat there. I felt like it was kind of just like a few really long minutes that I took to regain my composure. And I basically waited to get up and leave until I could stop sweating. So once I'd stopped puking and I'd stopped sweating, I think someone brought me water at some point. I think someone in the staff brought me water at one point. Like, I feel terrible for her. if anyone happens to end up hearing this story and they're like, I remember this, and I worked at Joe's and I cleaned that bathroom, I will buy you dinner. I will buy you a bottle of booze of your choice. I will buy you something. I will do something nice for you because, like,
I will take you to Joe's.
I will take you to Joe's, which you probably don't want to go to, but I will. Just, you know, but also you have to prove it was you. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, it was me.
How would he prove it?
I don't know. Give me proof that you worked there at the time.
Yeah.
That could probably be shown a few ways.
Anyways,
so
we cut back to Kristen, and I'm sitting at a booth by myself where, you know, I don't know if people were actually looking at me, but in my head, I think every single person in the restaurant was looking at me, like, this guy left you. Like, it looked like my date left me in the middle of the dinner, or
like you got stood up, maybe.
Who knows?
They
stood up. Nah, maybe I
me.
stood up. If they didn't see you, stood up. Or you left me.
Yeah.
Like you just left. Or you were so super drunk and you got, you know, who knows? I don't know, but you're gone. And you were gone a very, very long time to where the tables changed out. And I remember our waiter coming to us. And the reason why I know the bucket so well was because he was cleaning up the table, talking, and then he was telling me it was going to be okay. But rewind back a little bit, because a guy in a suit and an earpiece came up to our table and was like, ma'am, and then hold on, and he's like got his finger into his ear, like getting info, and then he was like, ma'am, your husband, he's okay, he's sick, and someone's brought him water, and I'm just, oh my god, okay. And so then the waiter comes and he's talking to me and he's like, you know, do you want me to like box up your food, and you know, like the main, you know, your entree's about to come out. I'm like, yeah, that filet mignon, it's gonna be, yeah, no, don't bring it out. I definitely don't want to eat this sad dinner by myself. So my husband's in the bathroom, we don't know when he's coming out. And so as he's like cleaning up, he notices that the crab shell bowl is like filled with puke. And he was like, as he was like putting stuff, he was like, oh, you know, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna like cover my face with something. I'm like, why are we telling this story?
So
why
he leaves. So he leaves. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm just like horrified, like just like mortified, just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. I feel bad for you though, but still pissed. And remember, aunt.
Do you? I was gonna say, or are you kind of like serves you right?
No, I was mad because I'm part of it now.
Yeah, it's not like I wanted.
Serves you right. I'm sitting here at a nice dinner
I also
eat.
obviously did not mean to slam your hand in the door, like obviously.
So I know that Chris was up to something because he was like on his phone a lot, and back then it wasn't really normal because Instagram, like scrolling wasn't a thing. Like, I know something's up, so I text his friends, his bandmates, and I'm like, whatever you guys are up to, because I feel like you're up to something, like, don't do it.
So you guys, she was on to me. I was trying to make it a great evening. So at the time, my band had moved with us to Chicago so that we could stay together and play. So I'd put them to work for me. Like they had keys to our apartment, and they had instructions of what to do. They had instructions. And then I
was like,
so Kristen was kind of on to it, I guess.
Those instructions, like throw them out. Yeah. We're not, like, don't.
So she's like texting Bonesaw, the best man at my wedding. And she's like, Bonesaw, she's like, whatever you're doing, don't do it. And he's just like, too late.
And I tell him what's going on, and they're all together. Yeah. They're dying.
Well, they all live together at the time.
And they're laughing so hard because they're like, oh my God, Chris is like puking in the bathroom. She's really mad. And, like, it's been an hour. And they're like, it's already done. We have already mission complete.
Yeah, it's done. We did it. We're gone.
So
whatever they did it.
Finally, you come out of the bathroom.
Yeah, I come in the bathroom. I'm in pretty bad shape.
They packed our food up.
They comped dinner.
And they comped dinner.
Yeah.
So I got to, and I was like, in my head, the whole time this is going on, I'm like, I have a damn gift card that I'm going to use on this.
Yeah, but we didn't. We didn't use it.
We didn't use it.
So we did get a redo.
We did get a redo. They basically were like, please just get out of here.
Yeah.
So we got out of there, and I had to drive us home, obviously.
I'm like laying, and I remember just like, putting the seat back and just being like, oh, I was like, please drive slow, because I was still just in really bad shape.
Drive slow.
I was still in really bad shape. You know, I probably sweat through everything I was wearing. It was gross. My hair, I'm sure my hair looked terrible. By the time I got out of there, I bet my mohawk had probably like fallen. It was probably like sweaty and fallen, like, you know, from like this.
Was it a mohawk or was it a swoopy haircut? I think it was swoopy hair.
It might have
I think
been
it had long
hair
swoopy hair.
It was probably stringy then. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know
I don't know. I don't remember.
Either way, I'm probably looked pretty rough, like bad shape. So, anyways, we get home. We get home. So we get there. You know, I'm like limping up the stairs. You open the door.
And there is candles everywhere, like a pillow bed pit in the living room, and John Legend's slow dance is playing, and rose petals are everywhere. And I'm just like looking at you like, and you just defeat, like just shoulders been down, just looks super sad.
Yeah. So I never tried anything like that again.
No.
Just to go ahead and put that out there, there have never been candles and rose petals and John Legend waiting for Kristen any other moment in our relationship. I mean, not to say there won't ever be. You know, like maybe, I don't know, but there hasn't been since.
But so we woke up the next morning and we had a killer brunch.
Oh, we loved the leftovers were so good.
Yeah,
everything was pretty solid. I felt fine in the morning. I think the combo, I think it was just the headache. Honestly, I think it was just like the headache mixed with the seafood.
You're also
like I don't
sensitive.
even.
You're very sensitive, Chris.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know, but
either way, it was a terrible.
Very first. It makes for a great story.
It's a good story, I think. I think it's a good story. It was a very difficult experience to live through at the time. It was not. It was not ideal, and it was not at all how I had planned the evening.
No, but it worked out, and you know, here we are.
Yeah.
You know.
Still together.
15 years later.
Yeah.
You know.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also coming up on our year.
Yeah.
Our year.
Our year.
Our year. We're coming up on our year. I mean, we're
16?
coming up on
Aren't we coming up on
our
16
year?
Yeah.
No. Well, that's wedding anniversary this year. I'm talking about our dating anniversary.
Oh, that's like 18, right?
18. I'll have to think about it.
We'll get back to you on how long we've been together.
I think it's 18, and oh my God.
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye now.